All right, guys, I'm going to tell you guys the story of how we turned a $5 lead into over $150,000 gross profit. Here's how we did it. Guys, so these are texting leads. They're tax delinquents, okay, or liens. Now, these are sources of motivation, okay, and we reach out to them and you guys can see what we text them, right? For example, let's just click a random one, Florida. Maybe we should choose another one. Oh, actually, wait, what was that one? Okay. For example, this right here, this property is an example of how you'll know if the person is even in the price range, okay? You don't even have to buy the lead. This is maybe a little too high of a price. We know the estimated value is $390 and he's asking $475, so he's a little too high. Now the lead that we locked up is worth $700,000 and he asked for $450,000 because he's in a rush. Property's nearly mint condition. It needs paint and carpet. That's it. So what we're doing is we're only putting down 10% of the money. We're using a hard money loan. Okay, we're only going to keep the property for a week or two, listing it right back up for $700,000. Okay, so we're going to make, after paying the agent, at least $150 on the deal. $450, $700, $250 gross after fees and whatever it costs to fix. $150 is conservative, okay? And so this is a deal we locked up. We're closing next week. It's in Texas. We'll get some content there. We'll shoot a YouTube video for you guys there. But the key that you guys have to understand is when you are shooting out text messages, okay, and you can buy leads for $5 a pop that are generated literally minutes ago, okay, minutes ago. You can just pick up the conversation where they left off, okay? You can see what they want and you can see how to take it from there, okay? So if they ask for a decent price, you buy the lead, straight from speed to seller, okay, $5 a pop, and then you just make offers and you just print. I mean, if they're asking a decent offer or you feel like they can be negotiated down from that number because they're motivated, and they most likely are if they're on this list, you can see on PropStream how much they owe. Okay, you can see how much the lien is for. You can see how long they've owed the lien. You can see if there's an auction date coming soon. This is a telltale sign of motivation. When you go into the negotiation, this gives you leverage, okay? So, for example, this seller, we already knew that he needed to sell quickly. He asked for $450. We just said, fuck it, let's not get greedy. Let's give him what he wants. We didn't have to negotiate. We didn't try to lowball him. We just said, you know what, you're asking $450. We know it's worth $700. Why would we argue about this deal? A texting lead, a $5 fucking lead, asking a ridiculously low price from the jump just because he needed it done quickly. He said he wants it done in 3 weeks. We got that done, okay? Now, if you guys don't have the cash or credit to do that and take down a property and flip it, you don't have to, okay? You have two options. You could just wholesale it, number one, or if you have the reserves of 10% of the purchase price, we'll fund the rest, the 90% of the cost to buy that property and the rehab, as long as it's a deal. If we know ARV is much higher, then we will fund the deal, okay? You only need to have the typical formula, ARV minus 30% minus the estimated rehab budget, which you can pull from DASI on the App Store, DASI. You quickly just put in the repairs. It tells you, screenshot that, send it to us. That tells us the repair budget. We take that, I send that out to every deal that we do, okay? We just use DASI to tell us what it needs and work. We know ARV, we run comps, we use DASI to determine repair budget, and we determine if the numbers pencil. If the numbers pencil, the money is the easiest part, guys. And if you have no credit and you don't have the capital to put down on a deal, you might not maximize profit from flipping it, but you can still move it to an investor who will pay you 30 grand for your contract, right? 20, 30 grand. Okay, that's an average deal. Average deal is 25 grand, right? Even in worst case scenario, you get a small deal, right? If you make 50 offers to these leads, you're getting 1 or 2 deals. Simple as that. You buy 50 leads for $5 a pop, you're getting 1 or 2 deals. It's that simple. And it's probably less than that because you can see the text conversations before you even buy them, right? For $5 a pop. If you were to try to run your own texting leads, just paying for the data and the texting software, whether you're using Smarter Contact or something else, you're gonna have an average cost per lead of over $10. Why not just have it generated for you, cherry pick $5 a pop? No fucking brainer. And that is the cheat code, guys. I hope that you guys got some value from this story. I mean, What other game can you turn $5 into $150,000, right? And that's just one example. Okay, we've done hundreds of deals that started from texting. Texting is just asking if they want to sell. The minute somebody says yes, and they're from a list like this, that's a lead. You make 50 offers to leads and you're getting at least 1 to 2 contracts signed, even if you're the worst. If you're really good, you might get 1 in 10 offers accepted, okay? That comes with some experience, but just get started. Practice on leads, they're $5 a pop. Rather than fucking spending it on bullshit, spend it on something that can give you lottery winnings without the risk of it, okay? The house always wins. If you're just gambling at the casino, that's very different than intelligently investing into your own business. You can't lose with this game, okay? 90% of millionaires are created through real estate, and this is your direct path into real estate. You close a few wholesale deals, and then you start taking these down yourself with hard money. If you guys want hard money, we can supply that as well. So hit us up if you need money or you have a deal that you want. You already have a deal and you want us to fund it, or you want us to find a buyer for it, or both, whatever you need. Hit us up at Enterprises Elite on Instagram. It's the same handle as our YouTube. Or go to enterpriseselite.com and just let us know you're an investor or a wholesaler. Okay, you can fill out the form in there as well. We want to work with you guys. We've closed over 600 deals nationwide, and we want to close many, many more. That's why we're making videos like this, providing as much value as possible, because we want to do a deal with you, or several. Many, many deals, okay? So it's a win-win scenario. We want to fund it. We want to provide your buyer if you don't know how to find a buyer. We want to do whatever you need. As long as the deal's pencil, you send us the Dotsie screenshot and you send us the contract, we can get money in your pocket. Like I said, guys, in real estate, especially knowing us, money is the easiest part. So go to speedtoseller.com, pull whatever $5 leads you want from it, okay? Cherry pick them, and let us know when you have a contract signed, okay? Send it over our way on Instagram. Let's get a deal done.